Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about the AI skills you're going to need by 2026. And look, it's not just about knowing what AI is anymore. It's really about how you work with it, how you manage it, and honestly, how you lead with it.
So get this, by 2028, technologies like AI are expected to create something like 2.73 million new tech jobs. And that's just in India. We're seeing this kind of growth all over the world. So yeah, the opportunity is absolutely massive. But that leads to a really important question.
So who's going to get hired first? Well, here's the thing. It's not just going to be the people who can build AI from the ground up. The real advantage is going to go to the folks who can masterfully manage it, who can integrate it into a business, and who can apply it with some real sharp human judgment. And that's what we're going to break down today. The exact skills that'll put you at the front of that line.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with what we're calling the 2026 AI Mandate. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, the technical toolkit, and those irreplaceable human skills. After that, we'll look at a classic crossroads, ML versus data engineering. And finally, we'll wrap up with a solid plan to build your future-proof career.
Okay, first things first. We've got to talk about a fundamental shift in how we think about AI. Seriously, we need to stop seeing it as just another tool, like a piece of software. The new way to think about it, it's your new teammate. A very, very capable teammate, sure, but one that takes everything you say literally.
So, the new baseline skill for 2026, it's something people are calling AI Fluency. And no, this isn't about writing code. It's all about collaboration. It's about developing what one instructor, Peter Finn, calls trust calibration. It's that gut feeling, right? That instinct for knowing when you can just accept what an AI tells you, and when you need to lean in and say, hang on a second, show me the proof for that.
And that quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This is the core challenge right here. The whole point is to use AI to make us smarter, to amplify our own intelligence. If we just start outsourcing our thinking to the machine, well, we risk losing the very skills that make us valuable. We basically de-skill ourselves.
But look, you can't collaborate with the teammate if you don't speak the same language. And that brings us right to the technical stuff, the non-negotiable hard skills you've got to have to manage AI well.
Okay, so this is the essential toolkit employers are looking for right now. You've got machine learning and deep learning, which is basically teaching computers to find patterns and make predictions. To do that, you'll need Python and its key libraries. Then there's data engineering in SQL, which is all about building the clean, reliable data pipelines for the models to use. Super important. We've also got NLP, or natural language processing. That's how we help machines understand human language. And then wrapping it all up, you have MLOps and cloud platforms. MLOps is huge. It's how you take a cool model from the lab and actually make it work reliably out in the real world.
All right, so you've got the tech skills down, but here's where it gets really interesting. What makes those skills truly powerful, what supercharges them, is something AI just can't copy: genuine human insight.
I mean, think about it, right? AI is getting amazing at automating the routine stuff. Calculations, sorting data, even basic coding. So, what's left for us? The hard stuff, the messy stuff, the nuanced, creative, strategic thinking. Your ability to navigate that ambiguity, that becomes your superpower.
And hey, this isn't just some nice idea, we've got the data to prove it. A LinkedIn report actually found that tech pros who combine their hard skills with these strong workplace skills get promoted 13% faster. I mean, that's a real, tangible boost to your career. This is exactly what people mean when they talk about the human-in-the-loop skill set. It's about critical thinking, right? Not just blindly accepting an AI's answer, but questioning it. It's systems thinking, asking, okay, if we implement this AI here, what happens down the road? And of course, communication. You have to be the person who can explain these complex AI ideas to people who aren't tech experts. These are the skills that let you drive, not just ride along.
Okay, so let's make all this a bit more concrete. Let's take this idea, this blend of tech and human skills, and apply it to a really common crossroads that a lot of people face when they're getting into AI.
So you have to ask yourself, what role do you want to play in this whole AI ecosystem? Do you want to be the one building the algorithms or the one enabling the infrastructure they run on? And look, this isn't about which one is better. They're both absolutely critical and in super high demand. This is all about figuring out where your strengths and interests really fit. So let's really break down what the day-to-day looks like for these two roles. A machine learning engineer, they live and breathe algorithms. Their world is all about experimentation, tweaking models, and squeezing out every last bit of performance using tools like PyTorch. The data engineer, though, is the architect. They're the ones building the solid, scalable data highways. Their job is all about making sure the data is clean and reliable, using tools like SQL.
So here's the bottom line. You have to ask yourself what gets you excited. Is it the thrill of designing the perfect algorithm that makes that one critical prediction? If so, machine learning is probably your path. Or are you more passionate about designing and building the super reliable systems, those data highways that make all the predictions possible? If that's you, then you're probably leaning toward data engineering.
Okay, so you've got all this information. Now what? What's the actual game plan? Let's lay out a clear, step-by-step path to really build a future-proof career.
It really comes down to 3 key steps. Step 1, build that foundational knowledge. Online courses are great for this. Step 2, get certified. Validate your skills with credentials that the industry actually recognizes. And step 3, and honestly, this is the most important one, you have to build a project portfolio. This isn't just about showing you can write code. It's your proof. It's where you demonstrate that human-in-the-loop judgment we've been talking about, where you show that you can solve real problems and explain how you did it.
When you boil it all down, this is the real goal. You want to become bilingual. You need to be fluent in the language of machines, data, models, platforms, but you also have to be just as fluent in the nuances of human collaboration, critical thinking, strategy, communication, that combination, that synthesis. That's what makes you indispensable. It's your real competitive edge.
And that really brings us to the final, most important point. As we head towards 2026 and beyond, just remember this. AI is getting really, really good at answering questions. It's becoming a commodity. Your true value, the thing that will last your entire career, won't be in knowing all the answers. It'll be in your ability to ask the right questions, the insightful, the challenging, the truly innovative questions that, a machine just can't come up with.